What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to some more Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I realized something in between this episode and last. Nope. Lawrence isn't here. And honestly, that scares me. For many reasons. I'll speak on why when we meet him. Though I should say, I did expect, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this, well, because, in the Golden Deer, Lawrence almost seemed like he was, like he could have left us in the post-time skip, right? And that's with Claude and the others, because of what his father's doing. Now, since his father's leading the Empire's forces, it's likely that he's with them. Anywho. We'll focus on that later. For now, though, we got supports. And what do we start with? I think we'll do Alois first.
Hello, Professor. What brings you here? Fancy a bit of fishing?
Sure.
You know, I can hardly go fishing without thinking of old Gerald. He and I would just sit here, casting our lines again and again. I'm no better at it now than I was then. Not a single nibble.
Yeah, maybe if you were quieter.
Just like your father. You know all the tricks of the fisherman's trade.
Well, stillness is an art, Alois.
I was hopeless at it, but he was a master.
And also making your bait look like it's actually alive.
In the time it took me to catch one fish, he could fill his basket to the brim. You know, talking to you, I'm feeling very nostalgic. Why don't you join me? We can trade some stories about the old man. We spoke before about how Gerald never seemed to age, right?
I remember this, the fishing rods that were clearly in the background.
Once, when he was drunk, he let the secret slip. He said he'd had an infusion of crest-bearing blood, and it had greatly extended his life.
I can believe that. I wonder whose.
Well, we'd both been drinking. I figured he was joking, so I just laughed it off. Then I asked him his age. He said he'd stopped counting after he hit 100. And he was telling the truth. In those 20 years he was away, he didn't age a bit. An incredible person, to be sure. And I probably don't know the half of it. Actually, I'd like to ask you something about Gerald, if you don't mind.
Shoot.
When Gerald was away from the monastery, what was he like?
He liked to fish.
In other words, he was exactly the same. When he was with the knights, he always found time to go fishing. He was hooked on it, you might say.
Alright, that wasn't bad, I'll say.
He'd say there was no greater pleasure in life than sinking his teeth into a fish he'd caught and washing it down with a drink. I have to say, right now, fishing with you, it really takes me back. This feels just like the good old days, when Gerald was sitting alongside me.
I kind of wish that we had something similar with that with Leonie. And I find it interesting that her name is the Blade Breaker. Oh, 2. Considering everything that happened with us. Though, I mean, it's not just me, but, for my playthrough, it fits. Alright, should I go to the... Because we got a lot of supports. I mean, a lot. Alright, I think I'm going to start with Lysithea and Felix. And then... Oh, yeah, because there should be interesting. And then I'll go to Felix, and then we'll continue from there.
Felix! I've awaited this fated day.
I see.
You don't change. Still prattling on about it.
Aw, come on. I just want to hear what you thought of the cake I gave you.
That's the real reason she's here. She left the Alliance all that time because she wanted to hear what Felix thought of the cake.
It was edible.
If by edible you mean incredible, then yes, I agree.
Well, that rhymes, so it must be true.
It was satisfying and lightweight.
Huh!
I imagine it would be quite useful as a battlefield provision.
Well, you know, I think that's as good as a compliment you're gonna get from him.
Please refrain from lumping delectable cake into the same category as provisions.
And I like the contrast of colors here. Like, it's so different from the Academy feel.
You're upset and I don't understand why. I'm complimenting the cake. You cured my dislike of sweets. For that, I thank you.
Really?
You have an interesting way of giving compliments, but I'm glad you liked it.
Yes. Got any cakes on you?
Huh!
You say that as though I just carry cake on me at all times. Did you want some?
That's not what I meant.
I just thought that could be taken multiple ways.
If you baked a cake, however, I wouldn't object to eating a slice.
If cake is what you want, you can just ask me directly. It just so happens I have a brand new recipe I tried out, special for you.
Like, I rarely see Lysithea cook, so this is interesting.
It's delicious and not overly sweet. Perfect for you.
Okay.
Go on, take a bite. You love it, I can tell. Here, try this one out too.
Okay, Lysithea, like, let's dial it back a bit.
See? So amazing, huh? Just keep working on that sweet tooth of yours. Then we can share cake notes together and eat cake together all the time.
Right.
That is, it just sounds nice is all.
Goodness. And we got another, yeah, I could see this possibly being a thing. Undecided though yet, as Felix has a lot more options.
Okay. That does sound nice.
Because I've never seen Lysithea cook for anybody. Alright, Felix. Where should I go to next? Let's start with ours.
Finally, I notched a win against you.
Oh, really? I almost had you.
True, it was a narrow victory. When we spar, I feel like I'm revisiting my past.
Because you remind me of your brother?
It's like training with my brother.
Yep.
He always won. Always. And died before I could win a single bout.
I see.
From the first time I held a sword, all I wanted was to surpass him.
Well, that explains a lot.
And that's what drove me to become so strong. Perhaps it's absurd to say such a thing, but I've spent all these years training for a duel with a corpse.
Well, he is your brother. You found an answer to my question.
Yes, I suppose I did. I can never again spar with my brother, not unless he climbs out of his grave. Still, I continue my endless pursuit of strength. Maybe because I have a new opponent to measure myself against.
That's a good way of looking at it, I think. Oh, come on, me.
You, obviously.
Yeah, that was a lapse of judgment.
I beat you this time, but when we next cross swords, who knows what might happen.
Oh yeah, I gotta start training.
It was a close match, not a crushing victory. I know that I can do better. I will surpass you in strength, and then I'll become stronger still.
Don't count me out yet.
Just what I was hoping you'd say. Anyway, thank you for helping me find an answer to the question you asked all those years ago.
Now see, I like that, right? That's a rivalry that doesn't feel like, well, Leonis. It was, very understandable. Felix looked at his brother as a powerful opponent, someone he could never beat, and he got to essentially have the same goal in us. So I like that. Ooh, that's right. He only had Mercedes' B. Jeez.
Here you are.
Oh, were you looking for me, Felix?
You were injured in the last battle. Are you okay?
She was. That was my fault.
I'm fine now. Thank you for your concern.
You really are troublesome.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to get in your way out there. I just couldn't help but worry. I was only trying to keep an eye on you.
What are you even doing on the battlefield?
Well, sheesh, Felix.
You endangered yourself and got hurt. Such a stupid thing to do.
Yes, of course, you're right. I have no excuses.
Again, that was my fault, but...
If you intend to carry on being such a fool, you'd best stay near me.
Oh! Oh, that's what he's saying.
Are you sure? I'd hate to get in your way again.
You can,
This is their B?
you can keep thinking of me as your little brother. And that'd be better than going through this again.
But I thought you didn't like that. Didn't you say you were fed up with it?
I am fed up with it. I've already spent years filling in for someone who's dead. My older brother inspired love and respect. He was a great knight. He died. Since his death, his memory has followed me around like a shadow.
Then I imagine you should be able to understand where Dimitri's coming from.
Oh, I didn't know you had a brother too.
You didn't? How not? You can only get this in post-time skip, right? How does she not know that all this time?
I don't let my personal feelings distract me on the battlefield.
That is true. That's a difference. I think if... Maybe that's not fair to say, but... Nah, because Dimitri's situation, I don't know how... I feel like he's honestly taking it better, like I said before.
Still, do I really remind you of him?
Well, you don't look like him, but something about you feels so familiar. It just makes me want to protect you. That's not to say that you're incapable or unreliable or anything like that. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You're the one who just came to check on me.
You need to pay attention to your surroundings. You're reckless. Lives are at stake, including mine when I have to run over and save your skin.
That is true.
Yes, I'll try to be more careful. Thank you for being so kind, Felix.
Whatever.
Okay, yeah, it was a B, but sheesh, that almost teetered on A range. Oh, not yet. Not yet. Felix have any? No, it's just Ingrid. Okay, let's see his A with Ingrid.
Why are you taking over my cleaning responsibilities?
You're wounded, and you're going too slowly. I couldn't stand to watch.
You're still fretting over me, are you? I'm fine now, really. It wasn't even serious.
I could have handled the situation alone. That enemy wasn't much of a threat.
Oh.
Yes, we all know you could have. But I also didn't want to risk something unforeseen befalling you. I've been doing some thinking. I feel a bit lost. I don't know that I'm cut out to be a knight after all.
What makes you say that?
Without fulfilling that dream, without being a knight, I've been asking myself where my place is in the world.
Is it because of what happened with Dimitri?
And I think I found my answer. I don't want to lose anyone anymore. So I want to protect those I hold dear.
That's why you were protecting me, huh? What a fool you are.
Foolish to act in line with what I value most? Were I to die, I would die knowing I followed my heart, my truest calling. I've been reading through more of that book I was telling you about. Recall the hypothetical question it posed?
Yep.
Do you carry out the orders or protect your hometown?
I remember.
You've been reading that garbage again?
The book never specified that one should prioritize the commander's orders. Instead, it suggested that one should follow their heart in the matter. That's what a knight, that's what anyone being true to themselves should do.
That's just the editor's opinion.
It is.
Of course. And I find value in that opinion.
Now that's a good comeback, Ingrid.
Glenn died following his heart, not heeding the commands of the country or even the royal family.
Oh, that is true.
His death pains me to this day. It was a tragedy. But had he survived, I think he would have suffered.
Because of all the people he lost? I mean, it seems to have affected Gilbert and Dimitri.
I will follow his example. No matter the outcome, no matter the circumstance. I believe in myself.
You know nothing.
What is it that you know then? What is it you fight for, Felix?
My own beliefs.
I see no difference from my own stance.
That's true.
You don't understand.
You fight to be stronger than everyone, that you might protect those you care for.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Okay, fine. You do understand. My point is, don't let this happen again. If you died, I'd be annoyed.
I see.
To avoid annoyance, then, I suggest you continue to grow stronger. If that happens, I might allow you to protect me too.
You're insufferable.
Interesting. I definitely think that can stay platonic, especially considering Ingrid was literally going to be with his brother. Like, I don't know about that. That being said, should I move on to Ingrid? Something tells me I should hope. In fact, let's see. I know everybody's got ranks. I could go. Let's switch to Constance. And you know what? Let's just get it. Let's just see it. What's this one? All right.
Delicious, is it not?
Are they at the dinner table?
There is little that can rival the taste of a freshly caught fish grilled to perfection over an open flame.
They were fishing?
I prefer mine with a pinch of salt. Look at you, eating regular food like the rest of us regular folk.
Yeah?
It's only temporary. A fish from the river is a coin saved at the marketplace.
Huh.
My project will require every bit of gold I can spare.
Honestly, though, that's a good mindset you got there.
Plus, there's a war going on. We've all got to save money however we can.
True. Whoa.
Constance, what is that shabby meal you're eating with such lowly company?
Who are you?
I suppose after all that's happened, she's given up on regaining her noble title. Probably for the best.
Nah, seriously, hold up. Who said you could come in to my home base, all right, and disrespect one of my most valued units?
How dare you?
Yeah.
Would you two mind your own business? We're just trying to eat in peace.
Sheesh, they're higher ranks than you two.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a stray cat is screeching at us.
Both of them look phenomenal, though. I just gotta keep saying that.
Oh dear, she's not using any silverware to speak of. She's just eating with her paws.
Seriously, who are you?
I'd expect that from a commoner, but Constance seems to be doing the same thing. How humiliating.
Oh, we're so vicious. Beating up on poor, pathetic Constance after all of her setbacks.
Nah, like, are you with the Empire? If so, you shouldn't even be here. She's not bothered?
What are you laughing at?
Pardon my outburst, but I couldn't help myself after your ridiculous conversation.
Alright, Constance. Alright, Constance.
How I eat my fish has nothing to do with my status. In fact, I shall vow one thing now. When House Nouvelle is restored, I shall bite into a whole fish thrice weekly.
I like that.
Pardon?
I like that.
Moreover, Hapi is a dear friend.
Mm-hmm.
I won't permit you to call her a stray cat or anything so insulting. We shall continue to remain steadfast friends, even after my title is restored.
Well, there you go, Constance.
And how soon do you expect that to happen?
Hey, and no matter what route, I'm gonna make sure it happens.
We both know that if she carries on with such disgraceful behavior, she won't restore her house anytime soon.
You're not the judge of that.
Well, for the upper class, those two seemed rather classless.
Yeah?
What just happened?
Oh, I knew them of old.
Oh.
They were callow noblewomen from the school of sorcery.
I see. Still, why are they here?
No, I mean, you said that I'm a dear friend. Did you really mean that?
Of course, Hapi.
Oh, one says all sorts of things when one feels like being cruel. But yes, I really meant that. Even when I am a noble once more, I expect you to keep me company well into my dotage.
Of course, Coco. Won't be easy getting rid of me.
I forgot that's what she calls her. Now that's sweet. Sheesh, though. I want to, like, put them on the front line. No, I shouldn't do that, alright? I shouldn't do that. But that was getting me heated, man. Alright, Constance and Yuri.
Remember when you mentioned briefly that you'd been in conference with some nobles? Did the topic of conversation happen to be me?
Oh, really? Wait, was Yuri trying to get her back in her house?
I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about.
Don't be coy with me. I recently received an offer of support from Count Karen.
Bruh!
Bravo! Your dream of restoring your house is that much closer now, isn't it?
We shall see. My response is on hold until I could confirm something first.
And I'll admit, I forgot who house Karen. Wait. Catherine's house? Really?
You sound as befuddled as I feel. These are events you set in motion, are they not? I want only the truth from you. Lie to me and you shall be incinerated.
That doesn't leave me much wiggle room, does it?
Well?
All right, I'll tell you. So yeah, I might have been negotiating with some nobles. Maybe. Possibly.
Dadgum, Yuri!
You do recall that I have nothing I can offer you in return, yes?
Of course I know that. I just did what I needed to get what I wanted. Like always.
I like that answer, Yuri.
Explain.
He just wanted to help you.
All my life, I've known how to angle to get everything I've ever wanted. Money, social standing, the whole kit and caboodle. See? That's how the savage mockingbird lives. Ever since I was a kid. It's how I've done things.
What does that have to do with... Wait, are you admitting to being the savage mockingbird?
And I find myself wanting in on this house of yours.
Really?
The one you've yet to rebuild.
Well, whoa. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
What? No, wait. You haven't yet answered my question about the savage.
Preened as this bird might be, his only home is a dark, wet back alley. As long as I'm me, nothing can change that. So I figured, if I could leave that home of mine and live simply as Yuri, even if only for a while, you know, I might like somewhere proper to return to.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere cozy. Comfy, even. Better than House Row, where last I left from.
I'm not sure what you're insinuating here.
I think I am.
I'll get your house back for you. And I only ask for one thing as payment. Once House Nouvelle is back in good standing, I want a home there.
You mean you wish to join House Nouvelle? But the only way to do that...
Marriage. Bingo.
Oh!
Quick, easy, simple.
He actually flat out said it.
You and I. Spouses.
You heard me. It's a fine enough trade. What's the problem?
I mentioned nothing about a problem. Where did you get that notion?
I've never seen that look. Well, on our 3D model.
I've always found you very useful, though I could do with less, much less of your back talk.
I suppose Milady doesn't want a rogue for a husband. Can't handle all that is Yuri.
Oh, no, I don't think she said that.
No, but there is a procedure to this sort of thing. How can you join my house when I have none?
What? You want to do things in order? How boring. I suppose we'll be lovers for now.
You mock me! You mock me and I will not have it!
Me? Mock? I'm being sincere. I'd never live out another dull day with you by my side.
Well, that is true.
That is my only fear. A life spent by your side may be more taxing than I could stand.
Well, whoa.
Seeing you so flustered provides endless entertainment.
Okay, well, that's certainly a possibility. Shoot, who next? Okay. All of Hapi's then. So
Hapi, are you going back home or what?
why would she go back home now? She's been here for 5 years, right?
That came out of nowhere. Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? I can't leave now.
Well, you could. I'd be very sad, but you could.
Hadn't noticed. Nope. Now that I have, will you head home once it's over? To check on your parents?
No. Even after the war, I can't return.
Why not?
With my curse, I might destroy the whole village.
Right.
I won't put them at risk like that.
Is that part of the reason she left? But I would think the village would protect...
True. I want to say you could go there and everything would be dandy. The way things tend to shake out, though, it can be pretty hard not to sigh.
What about you? You don't mind spending all this time away from wherever you call home?
Can't say I've spent much time thinking about it. Maybe after the war is over. I've got plenty to keep me occupied. If I drop things and head home, my people will lose respect for me. I can't have that.
But yet you were saying what you were saying with Constance.
I see. I know I should visit home at some point. It's been more than a decade since I left, though. They probably think I died.
Yeah.
They might. All the more reason for you to go back. I know you're scared. But if you keep your visit brief, it'll work out fine. I don't know about yours, but my mother would want to know that I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure her parents... Like, that's rough to put her parents through.
I suppose I could stop by for a short visit. That might be nice.
Still worried? I can accompany you. I'm sure you'll find some use for me.
Huh?
You know you'll be so caught up in my lively conversations, you'll have very little time for sighing.
That can be useful.
That plan could backfire. I might find the conversation boring, and then...
That would never happen. I wouldn't allow for it. And on the off chance a beast does appear...
You'll just take care of it?
Well, that'll clear up your boredom pretty quickly, won't it?
You've got a weird sense of humor, Yuri Bird. I like that. I guess I wouldn't feel so nervous about going home if you went with me. I might even have a good time. When you're there, you feel closer to the stars. They look so clear and bright.
Interesting. Is it up high on a mountain?
I'd love to show you.
I look forward to it. I bet we'll even see some of the stars you taught me about.
And maybe I'll finally lay eyes on that constellation you told me about. A fishing rod, was it?
Huh, well that actually seemed platonic. Interesting. I wonder if they're... Well, we'll see. Hapi still got one more with Balthus.
Why did you bring me here? It's so isolated.
Jeez, has this man got taller?
That would be the point.
Yikes. See you around, B.
What?
Hang on a second. Out here, in a place like this, you should be free to sigh, yeah?
What do you mean by that?
I just thought it would do you well to cut loose and sigh to your heart's content.
Well, that's not a bad idea, I suppose.
Really? You found a nice quiet place where you could annoy me without putting bystanders at risk?
Why does this always happen? That's not what I meant. This is me doing something nice for you.
Well, you could say trying.
You said before that you can't ever relax because you're worried about endangering others. A lot's been going on recently, so let her rip already. Sigh until you can sigh no more.
That's nice of you. A chance to relax and sigh as I please. Sounds good. But what do we do about the monsters?
What do you think? A monster shows up, I punch it in the nose. Done deal.
Well, you got the relics.
By yourself?
I'm never alone, pal. These two fists are always by my side.
Uh-huh.
They never let me down.
Oh, right.
It doesn't have to be here if you have performance anxiety, but anytime you accidentally call a monster, just holler and I'll punch it to next Tuesday.
Okay.
In fact, maybe it's best if you just stick by my side from now on. Do that and you're free to sigh whenever the urge strikes.
Why would I have to stay by your side?
So he can help out.
Not a lot of people in this world can knock out a beast without breaking a sweat. I'm one of them.
Well, there are plenty of the people in this unit who can do that. Hapi in particular.
And since I'm always on the run from bounty hunters, I'm an exceptionally light sleeper.
Like, you think with her being effective against monsters, if she sees one, she can just knock it out and then go back to doing what she does.
You expect me to sleep by your side too?
Oh shoot, I didn't even catch that.
Ooh, this may be my best idea yet. If I'm always with a monster summoner, fewer people will come after my bounty. This is brilliant.
Wow, really? Yeah.
You never change, B.
Dadgummit, bro.
You're so predictable.
What?
All right, have fun.
Have fun? That's an odd thing to do.
Yeah, I was about to say. She just did that. That's 2.
Monsters, they're everywhere. This is gonna be a blast.
It's hard not to like that dummy.
Huh. Interesting. Well, until I see Constance's, I definitely feel like it didn't feel conclusive, right? Like maybe there were some signs, but I don't think there's gonna be one with Dimitri. I'm just gonna say that. In fact, I don't know how Dimitri's supports are even gonna go. Ash, on the other hand, let's see.
This is why I keep telling people we need to keep her underground.
Oh, shoot.
It's a miracle that no one was hurt. Next time, we may not be so lucky.
She sighed.
What makes you so certain this incident was caused by her sighing?
Oh.
It seems unfair to cast blame until you're truly sure.
Isn't it obvious? A horde of monsters appeared out of nowhere and attacked us.
Where were you?
Uh-oh. You guys are talking about me, aren't you?
There you are. You won't get away with this crime. I'll make sure everyone knows who was to blame.
All right. Again, hold up. You're talking to one of my most valued units. If she made a mistake, we can take care of it. It's not a crime.
Hey, you didn't answer my question.
He doesn't care what we have to say. Forget about it.
Yeah, he doesn't matter. You guys are higher ranks, all right? After what Ash did? You kidding me? Have anybody try to talk to Ash and I'm like, bro, send a hunter their way. It's a done deal.
No, you told me you had nothing to do with this. I can't just leave it alone.
I see.
Yes, you can. And you don't need to worry about it.
You're strong, Hapi, though. Again, if I'm in control of this area, I'm making sure people respect you.
But I do. What if they pressured you into confessing something you hadn't actually done?
Well, I wouldn't believe it.
They mean well, but they seem to think they have good reasons to suspect you. Those suspicions could lead to forceful questioning. They'll do anything to get to the bottom of this.
You're probably right. If he has his way, they'll do whatever they can to pin it on me. What about you? There isn't some part of you that agrees with that creep?
No. I know you don't sigh unless you absolutely can't help it.
Yeah, she's gotten really good at that. I've only seen her sigh intentionally thinking about it.
You would never endanger people like that unless something pushed you over the edge. I know this wasn't your fault. You said as much, and I believe you.
That's sweet. But unfortunately, your conviction isn't good for much on its own. We have no proof.
I believe you. That's all I need, darn it.
Then we'll find proof. If you didn't cause it, then something else did.
And that's true.
Just have to find out what.
There could be another probable cause.
I'll investigate the site where we were attacked. There could be a monster nest nearby.
And that's something that's good to find out.
You're so darn trusting, Freckles. For all you know, I could be lying.
Nah.
Your commitment to honesty is as strong as mine. You'd never turn your back on our common bond.
You're just like the Luna Knight.
Oh, you read the book or remembered the book?
Hey, come on. I was being serious.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, I promise. I guess part of me was hoping to meet one of those storybook heroes. Now I finally have.
Okay.
If that's how you feel, then I'm going to live up to it. I'll do my best to make sure you never sigh again.
Now, see, that was a bit better, in my personal opinion. And that's it. Oh yeah. So on that note, I think I'm gonna go to Ash, and let's do ours.
Oh, hey, Professor.
Something going on?
Actually, I ran into that thief while I was shopping just now.
The one from way back then?
Maybe you don't remember. It's been quite a while. The man who stole the book from that market stall.
How did you even recognize him?
I saw him on the street with his kid.
Oh!
We were both so grateful.
Oh, really? So you were right then.
It's a really nice feeling.
I'm glad it all worked out.
Yeah, but it did seem like they were still having trouble getting by. I guess what you said to me back then was right. My actions didn't really solve the problem. I can't help everyone, no matter how much I try.
But I don't think that should stop you from trying.
If I had the money or power, maybe. But I don't.
Yeah, you'll get there. No need to rush.
You know, a long time ago, Leonardo said nearly the same thing to me. I think it was when I tried to look after the horses all on my own. I really messed that up. He said, "You're not quite ready for this yet, but there's no need to rush."
Yeah.
I know I can't help very many people right now. But I think doing what I can for those I see in front of me is still worthwhile.
And I agree.
I have to believe that, at least.
That's just like you.
Thanks. That's reassuring to hear. What about you, Professor? Has anything been troubling you lately? I'd be happy to help, as long as it's not looking after horses. You might not want to trust me with that.
Well, there's Dimitri, but I mean, you already know that. Nothing in particular has been bothering me.
Hey, don't be that way. There's gotta be something. It doesn't have to be serious. I genuinely enjoy helping people. It's a great feeling making someone smile.
And I feel you on that.
So if there's anything I can do for you, I want to do it, because I care about you.
That's really kind.
You think so? It's just what anyone would do, really.
No, not anyone. I guarantee you that.
So what'll it be? How can I help?
Wanna help me cook?
Of course. I'd be glad to cook with you.
Because I can sure use some help with that. Alright. Now let's go to Ash's supports. Interesting. He's got 4 with Annette.
Huh.
Whoa!
So unlucky that we were assigned to clean this ancient tower.
The heck?
It's not a pleasant job, but someone has to do it.
With all the windows boarded up, it's so dark. And there are strange noises. Like that noise. What was that? A rat? Tell me it was a rat.
Better than a ghost.
Yeah, these two haven't changed. Well, they've changed slightly. You know, they're certainly more mature, but their core is the same.
You're not scared of ghosts, are you, Ash? I didn't think you'd be.
It's a shame Annette doesn't know any fire magic.
You haven't seen what I've seen. Ah!
Ah! Oh no. What was that noise?
These two clicked, though.
It's okay. It's just the wind blowing the door shut.
What in the...
Oh no, the latch is rusted. It won't budge.
Oh, that was Ash banging on the door.
What? You mean we're trapped in here?
Annette, you got magic.
I'm sorry. I didn't think to prop the door open.
Don't worry about that now. We need to think of a way out of here.
Well, what if we were to pry the boards off the windows?
Yes, that. We can do it in no time.
Okay.
Oh, there's something on my face.
A spider?
Calm down, Ash.
Oh.
It's a cobweb. Just a cobweb. We've got to pull ourselves together. Now, which of the windows should we check? I can't stand it here in the pitch dark.
Oh, I've got one here. Stand back.
Well,
oh, we made it.
it shouldn't be a problem that it's broken. I mean, this place is... the whole monastery is broken, so...
I wouldn't want to go through that again. For a moment there, I didn't think we'd make it out alive. No. Oh, wait! I've lost it. It's gone.
What's wrong?
What is it?
The doll my father gave me. Oh, I must have dropped it.
Why'd you bring it with you?
In the tower? Are you going back for it?
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I've been meaning to throw it out for a while now.
Oh, no, he gonna get that.
Are you sure? If it was a gift from your father...
Yes, but it can't be helped. Let's just get back to the monastery.
Nah, Ash said, my opportunity has arrived.
Right.
I already know how that A-rank's gonna go. Or the second one. Okay. Let's continue with Mercedes. But I already think I made my choice.
Excuse me, Ash. Do you have a moment? I finally managed to finish cooking a dish, and I would love for you to have a taste.
Sounds good. I'd be happy to. Wow, Mercedes. This is delicious.
Wait, he said Mercedes too. You know what? I'm just gonna keep going with Mercedes because that's how she said it.
I used that herb you suggested. Boiling it gave off such a lovely aroma. I think I used the right amount of spice too. Even I could eat it without burning my tongue.
Yeah, you don't want it too spicy, and for, you know, a majority of people.
I'm a much better cook now, thanks to you.
I mean, there might be a large amount of people who like spicy food, but if you're cooking for like a crowd, you don't want to overload.
I hope you can continue teaching me.
Oh, definitely. I should thank you too.
Thank me? Even after all the trouble I've caused you?
Seeing you persevere has made me really happy. In fact, you've reminded me of someone I cared about a lot.
Oh, really?
Oh, someone you cared about?
What?
Romantically?
What?
This is all so sudden, Ash. I don't...
Mercedes!
I didn't mean it that way. I was actually thinking about my brother.
That's unlike her to jump to well, maybe not.
What a relief.
What?
I didn't even know you had a brother.
Dadgum. Okay, yeah, this definitely ain't the one.
He was the son of Lenato, my adoptive father. I always called him my brother, though.
What a relief.
Failure never got to him. All he'd ever do is laugh and try again. Whenever I was feeling down about a setback, he would cheer me up. He'd say something like, "Don't worry, we'll tackle it together next time." I was always happy to have him around.
He sounds like a wonderful person.
He was. And I get the same feeling from you.
I've done nothing but bother you with frivolous little things. I'm sure I could never be like your brother. But I'd like to stay by your side, if you'll have me.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm about to say, wait a minute.
I want to be there to help you in times of need, or to cheer you up when you're feeling down. I should be able to manage that without doing too much damage.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Thank you, Mercedes. I know I can rely on you.
All right. Yeah, like I said, that wasn't the one. And Ingrid?
There you are, Ingrid.
Whoa, hi, Ash. You seem excited. What's that you're holding?
I was about to say.
I found in town. I bought it for you.
For me? Ash, this looks very costly.
Oh.
Antique books like this are never cheap.
That's a statement.
Wow. The cover is stunning, and the binding is still in fantastic condition.
I drove a hard bargain. Still, I'll probably have to cut back on my spending for a while.
Well, you must really want her to have it.
Why did you go to so much trouble?
It wasn't easy, but as soon as I came across this legend, I knew you had to read it too.
Well then, I will read it. Oh, the knight on the cover looks striking.
When did they have time to read?
Fascinating, right? I was captivated from the moment I laid eyes on the cover.
There's an aura of stoicism intermingled with beauty, even amid a gruesome battle.
Well, that's an interesting way to put it.
Wait, looking closer at the face, this knight is a woman.
Yes, and she was a real historical figure.
Oh, even better.
She was born into a noble family and bore a crest, but she was accepted into the king's service as a knight.
Yeah, that's perfect then.
She fought in many battles at her king's side, serving him all her life as his right hand. Oh, sorry, I've said too much.
What?
I didn't mean to spoil the story for you.
Well, dadgum, Ash.
I'm just so excited. I hope you enjoy it too.
See, that's what I get. A lot of people, when they spoil stuff, are excited and don't have any malicious intent, unless you're a manga reader. Those people, it's like they be looking for an opportunity, and maybe I shouldn't. Anyways, point is, I don't blame them. Though, shouldn't have spoiled the story, bro.
Thank you for the encouragement, Ash. Living as a knight is certainly not an easy task. I know it will mean much pain, strife, and heartache.
Yeah.
But I still want to pursue that dream. Talking to you has reminded me. I'm not the type who gives up easily.
That's the Ingrid I know.
So to start, I'm going to read this book.
Great! When you're finished and freshly inspired, we'll talk about becoming knights. Not the ones in stories either. The real thing.
I look forward to it, Ash.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking Ash and Annette. That just seems, that's pretty solid. I haven't even seen their final one. All right,